Cappuccino Conversations with Kathy Mann. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
It's fantastic to learn about the books that you have been working on, right? So
Thanks.
you're busy, you're in the process with your third book, but you've got
Yes.
2 out on the shelf, and I want to start with the first one, which is Avoiding Burnout, and is a process of something that really happened to you. It's
Yeah.
remarkable. Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yes. So I wrote this book because I got very sick from stress. I got an autoimmune disease that was triggered by stress, and in addition, I suffered from chronic fatigue for 3 years. So it took a really big pocket of my life to be able to recover, and of course that it impacts you financially. I lost many relationships, I lost my confidence, I couldn't be the kind of mother I wanted to be. So there was a lot of damage that happened there. And the reason I wrote the book was to show people just how it's possible that stress could do that and how not to do it. Here's a little pockets of flag points that can point you towards if your life is going on the wrong path, and hopefully people are wise enough to steer away from it and not do what I did.
See the signs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then from there you move to harnessing stress, which is really the space you operate as a coach yourself.
Yes.
And would you say this material is kind of more, that's how it grew from discovering this into a second book?
The transition into the 2 is actually quite beautiful, because the first one I wrote really from a place of suffering and struggle, and to show people, how to recover, how not to do it. But the second one was much more about, or actually the things I learned from stress can really help me be a better person. The burnout itself became such a catalyst for me to grow and become a better version of myself. And there's beautiful research showing that our physiology, our body, has a multitude of stress responses that are really appropriate in these different scenarios. So if we learn how to harness that and how to realize, my body's showing me something, it's supporting me, it's helping
the signs and come out of it positively.
Yes,
right?
you can grasp that almost, and that's what's harnessing. And so you grasp that opportunity and say, I'm feeling kind of the challenge response. This means I'm reaching for a deadline, I'm trying to be a better version, and I'm going to ride that wave. Instead of fearing it or moving away from it and trying to escape the stress, it's really learning how to grab it and work with it instead of the negative side. So that's really what harnessing stress is all about, and that's really what I work on now, to teach people how to see it in that light.
That is so powerful. And also what's amazing is I've just been looking at your card as well with the phoenix. That's right, beautiful, and that's really conceptually where it goes, right?
Yes, the phoenix rises from the burnout. Absolutely. It rises and it becomes something of beauty. And I think many people can take stressful situations and adversity and become stronger versions of themselves.
And also that was my cue to ask you about if somebody wanted to get hold of the book, where do they go? How do they get hold of you?
Wonderful. They can get hold of me on my website. That's kathymann.coza. And my book's available on Take-A-Lot for local readers, and as well as Amazon and Kindle for international readers. Yeah.
That's excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks so much.
And thank you. Till another time. Cheerio.